I think we can talk to everyone, and then we can plan out what we're gonna do next.
Okay.
We should also check out the store that's in the Normandy. I don't know how much money we have yet, but we should definitely save up for
Probably
the
have a
shotgun or
decent
pistol.
Gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Saving my boots from burning lava is part of your job, Joker. We don't give medals to soldiers for doing their jobs.
That figures. Just get me a nice card and a cake. No coconut, though. I hate that crap. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Are you contagious?
Wow.
I'm sorry, Joker.
That's messed
Didn't
up.
even know you were sick.
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Ugh.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
Wow.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I
have to go.
Teachers?
All right, see ya.
Instructors?
I don't think so.
Why not? Would they be proud of a
And
person being good?
They were jealous of his 6 skills.
I want to say something, but I have no idea what to say.
What?
There was a lot of blank time there, and I was like, I have nothing to say.
I wasn't sure if you meant you're like you want to say something, but you don't think you should or something.
Nah.
Hey guys.
They're having a staring contest. Just don't
What's
bother
up?
them. Oh, they lost. She lost. Well, he lost first, actually.
I'm sorry. Guess I'll see you guys later. Oh, hey there.
Commander?
That was awkward. I don't.
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems
Hey!
like it's been around as long
You
as
got
the
joke,
Council should
Shepard.
see this coming. And it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled, and the residents don't even seem impressed by the view or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Ugh.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals.
Wow.
A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Wow.
AKA, are you interested in me?
Right, exactly. Well, this is early for like,
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
Wait, really? You're hitting on him?
I didn't mean to push
I'll
that.
need some time to process that. But, yeah.
We're totally killing him off, by the way. Spoiler. Actually, can we kill both off?
Is that like an optional thing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm glad we forgot to take all of our weapons on that mission.
Oh, hi, Wall.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Did we already talk to her?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
Why?
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, did you want to go figure out what mission we're going to do now?
No, there's still more people to talk to.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if you wanted to do all of that, because it'd be kind of boring for people.
Might as well. I was going to make all this talking into one video, so...
Okay.
Might as well keep it going. It's important for you, though, like, to enjoy the game.
Yeah.
This is a...
But I mean, even when I play it, I tend to spread it out. Like, all kind of... Like, oh, this time I'll talk to these people, and then I'll come back and do some other talking later.
Wait, where are you going?
Did I miss something down here?
Yeah.
Where did I... Which part?
Take that elevator.
I don't want to. Oh, it's a
The problem is if you spread it out, you might actually lose, like, certain things.
Oh, move past them and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if there's, like, new things after every one, or if... Whatever. I'm not sure.
Right. That makes sense. Go to our arms dealer. I know.
Yeah. I'm going to be muting myself because my mic's picking up the outside TV, so...
Oh, okay.
Have fun.
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Dang. Shut down.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Shepard.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one, and no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
It's abrupt. Oh, it's just for their equipment.
Yeah.
Equipping people that are not actually part of your squad at the moment, kind of
Commander?
Mm-hmm.
thing.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking.
Of course you
They're
don't.
family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
What?
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad
She
those
is
ruins
terrible.
Got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Hey.
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her
dang
mom
it.
not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life?
I don't think she's used to teasing.
Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open-door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all
I'm
due
right
respect,
here.
Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear
I hate
and the
that
only
so
way
much.
for you to survive
Yeah,
is
it's
to stick your
lame.
dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
This is an Alliance warship, not the Parliament floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma Party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth-centrists as our own.
Didn't know this was going to get so political, Ryan. I really feel like saying that.
Say it.
I expect you to keep your family politics to yourself, Chief.
We're renegade,
This mission will be
anyways.
difficult enough
That's
without
true.
you picking fights with aliens.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Next, Chief.
Actually, I don't remember her being that racist. I only remember her being like, I thought it was like she hated aliens because they killed her grandfather or something like that, but I guess I misremembered.
Oh, okay.
There's one more.
In this room?
Yeah.
Or just-
Well,
Oh, the salesman.
no. Down here.
Hey, Commander,
I think.
you know that Quarian
Tally should
Tally?
be there.
She's been spending all her time down here
Yeah.
asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
Does this have, like, turret sequences?
No.
Okay. I don't know why that popped in my head. I was thinking for some reason, like, you'd have to shoot ships down in space or something. Must be thinking of something else.
I'm
There's no
99%
way for
sure
anyone to
there's nothing like
detect us?
that.
Oh, okay.
Visual scan can still pick us up.
Just when he was talking about that, I
Plain as
just,
day.
for some
We have
reason,
to be
something
pretty
popped in my
close to
head
get
about
an
that.
actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Wouldn't be as bad as the ship sequences in Jade Empire. They were just like, oh, we're gonna switch this weird, like, top-down 2D game for
To shoot 'em up.
inexplicably.
Like-
I know, it's just like, yeah, it was so bizarre. The first time I saw it, I was just like, what? Like, this is in the same game? What
doesn't it work with
happened?
faster than
It's
light
Gallica,
travel?
right?
Cranking up
Yeah.
FTL blue
So
shifts our
strange.
emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the
I actually
jump, it's like
I
setting off
skipped
a
those
flare.
when I first played, but
Sensors can pick up our location
actually kinda
whenever
fun.
we enter or exit FTL flight. But for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know
Oh,
more about the
it's new
Normandy.
personnel.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can
Galactica.
run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
You thought someone else was down here?
there is someone. Tally should be down there. Or maybe not. Yeah, sure, there she is.
Oh, there she is.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are...
Do you ever see her face?
They're constantly being repaired,
She like Master Chief.
They aren't pretty, but they work, mostly.
I don't know.
We've tried to make ourselves as independent
I'm
as
99%
possible
sure you
on the
don't,
flotilla.
but
yeah.
Grow our own food,
It
mine,
just
and
I can kind of
process
see
our
a face
fuel.
under there, you know.
But
You might
some
in like
things we
third
just
game
can't
or something
make
like
on
that,
our
but
own.
Oh,
A
okay.
patch to maintain
I'm not
the
sure.
hull integrity
Mhm.
requires raw materials we just don't have.
I never really
That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
talked to her that much.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy.
I
Resources
just
are
when I was
scarce,
looking
and
closely,
we are
you can
constantly
kind
on
of see the
move.
eyes and nose a little bit, so I
Everything
was
we do
curious.
must in some way
I
contribute
guess
to
just
the
the eyes.
continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population
It's like
grows
China.
too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives, but in theory we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I should go.
See you later.
Cool.
Last thing should be the store.
No, it's back up to the left here, right?
Right. As in, it's on the right side.
Yes.
Looking for supplies?
I don't think we have enough now, but might as well look.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Looking for shotguns.
It should be a thing that's like looks very different. They don't have it yet.
Oh, you're looking for something specific?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You don't want this shotgun?
No, because I mean
So
we'll
right-
get them.
Oh, we can compare. I was just curious.
Yeah, see, it's even worse.
Yeah.
There's a. We should look.
Oh.
Hang on.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Some armor.
Yeah, just look at the armor. Oh, we can't even buy this one.
Yeah, it's super expensive.
It's better though. Like, look at this: Scorpion 1 versus Scorpion 4. It's like, I mean, it's better, but like, for 4 points, it's only more armor, more
How much
shields.
do we have?
10K.
Maybe if we could probably sell some stuff and get that.
Yeah, that's not. Let's save our money.
All right.
Okay, I think that's all of the talking necessary.
It's the talking episode.
So, like, those are all the backgrounds, so those may not overwrite with new stuff, but I'm not sure. It may only be romance options that constantly updates.
Progress.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. Wait, what are you trying to do?
All right, should we decide where we want to go next? And then
Sure. And
stop
end it there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't actually click, but actually we should just probably stop here and save. I'll decide next time.
Oh, okay. You're gonna save it.
Mine.
It's my save.
Okay. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a lot of talking. This one will probably be one video, and that one video will be 33 minutes. It looks like.
Nice.
So
you should just have like an annotation for like if you don't want to listen to all the talking, click here to skip to the next part.
Yeah, I might even label this like episode 12B or something like that, 12.5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I may have started reading stuff on the internet while we
hey.
Nice. So, like, I wanted to keep quiet because there's loud music kind of blasting through and my mic's picking it up. So, it's like, might as well mute and then do something else. So,
yeah.
Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.
See ya.
We'll actually do something interesting.